Welcome to another session of Bracket Briefing, our attempt to provide you with essential information on the big dance, highlighting the Florida Gulf Coasts and Harvards of the college basketball world, and forecasting the Arlie Fairkmanish and Steph Curry moments before they happen. Teams left, 32. NCAA Tournament, updated bracket. Live, follow all the big dance action. Soundtrack. Before you read any further, take a listen to this morning's jam of the day. In case you're a little more old school, here's something to run to. The first word. By now, you've probably already ripped up your bracket. I surely have. You can rest easy knowing that President Barack Obama's NCAA tournament picks were supremely lousy. Right when we thought Marshall Henderson's Knicks were the main story in this year's dance, Florida Gulf Coast shocked the basketball world better than Juwan Howard and his fabulous friends ever could have. Video. FGCU slays down Georgetown. March sadness, heartbreak for Hoyas. If you picked Thursday darling Harvard or Friday Cinderella Florida Gulf Coast, you either A, know little to nothing about college basketball, B, went to school at Harvard, ahem, Jeremy Lin, or Florida Gulf Coast, C, like the colors maroon and blue, or D, have some sort of ridiculous bias / off the wall psychic ability. Number 15 seeds were 6 to 108 all time before this game tipped. Seriously, if you got this pick right, we want to know about it. Tweet us a picture of your bracket here. Apparently, ESPN analyst Dick Vitale's 7-year-old granddaughter picked FGCU and Harvard. It's also worth noting that Georgetown has lost to a double-digit seed for 4 years in a row. They're upset-prone. The highlight reel. In addition to the tourney's biggest upset, FGCU also delivered the best dunk of the tourney so far, courtesy of this putback monster jam by Chase Feeler. 10 things you need to know about Florida Gulf Coast. The Eagles have become the clear-cut Cinderella in this year's NCAA tournament following Friday night's shocking 78-68 upset victory over number 2 Georgetown. LeBron James quite possibly picked Florida Gulf Coast to beat Georgetown. Granted, it might have been Sunshine State-driven, but still. Florida Gulf Coast coach Andy Enfield is married to former Victoria's Secret and Maxim supermodel Amanda Markham. Colleague Chris Chase chronicled their romance here. Enfield played college basketball at Johns Hopkins, where he set an NCAA record for best career free throw percentage, 92.3%, that still stands. He was a bench coach with the Boston Celtics under Rick Pitino, then served as an assistant at Florida State before taking his current job. Leading scorer Sherwood Brown 15.3 ppg, 6.4 rpg quoted rapper Drake's chart-topping hit started from the bottom after his team won the Sun Belt Conference tournament title over Mercer, saying, Drake said it best. We started from the bottom. Now we're here. Now, the Eagles are really here. The university, which is in Fort Myers, was founded in 1991. Held its first classes in 1997 and didn't sponsor a basketball team until 2002-03. Dunking extraordinaire Eddie Murray, a 6'8" senior who threw down a series of vicious dunks on the Hoyas, was born in 1989, making him just 2 years older than the school. The university played its first year in Division I basketball in 2007-08 and has only been eligible for the NCAA tournament for the last 2 years. The Eagles 25-10 became the first team in the field of 68 by snapping Atlantic Sun regular season champion Mercer's 17-game home winning streak. FGCU's Alico Arena seats 4,500 and the school colors are emerald, green and cobalt blue. According to several studies, less than 2% of people picked Florida Gulf Coast to win. History avoided barely through 29 years and 116 tries. The number 16 seed still hasn't beaten a number 1 seed. Kansas, which fell to bottom of the barrel TCU earlier this season for what Bill Self publicly called a disgrace, was close to falling to Western Kentucky in a 64-57 win on Friday. 7-footer Jeff Withey lifted the Jayhawks from the crosshairs Friday night, piling up 17 points, 6 rebounds and 7 blocks in a breathless victory that epitomized this parity-dominated season. The Hilltoppers led into the second half. Only grudgingly did they then give ground, falling behind by as many as 11 points, then clawing back within striking distance of the Big 12 Conference champion. Read the full story here. March Madness, UNC gets past Villanova. Video, La Salle pulls off stunner versus K-State. Quote to note, Your world has changed so much in the last 5 years. You have to block right now, UCLA coach Ben Howland told USA Today's Sports Eric Prisbell in an interview following UCLA's season-ending loss to Minnesota. Howland is undoubtedly on the hot seat,